All right, so I just wanted to quickly share with you my experiences in preparing to fly during this COVID situation. Now, the Queensland Government has issued advice saying that Queensland is good to go, which in their terms, I guess, means that they believe intrastate, so that is flying around the state of Queensland, is safe. Nonetheless, I'll be taking precautions, and I'm just going to quickly explain to you what I've been told by my carrier before I fly. So tomorrow morning, I'm flying up to Bundaberg with Virgin Australia, and 2 days before the flight, so on Tuesday, I was sent a check-in link saying that you can go and check in. I went to follow the link and it said that I couldn't due to local regulations, that I'd have to check in at the airport, and that's fine. I guess that's they can ask you wellness questions and make sure that they believe you're fit to fly before you board the aircraft. And happy to say that I'm feeling great. I've had no symptoms and all feels well, but I'll be doing my bit in travelling and taking precautions using hand sanitizer regularly. I'm going to fill this up before the flight too. And I'll have a face mask with me to wear whilst on board. I should point out that neither the Queensland Government or the airline has put out a statement saying that they will require you to have face masks before boarding or being at the airport. However, I believe it's a precaution that's taken wisely, and I will be doing so tomorrow as well. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's flight because it's been a few months now since I last flew. My last flight was in February, and they were my flights to Newcastle and from Newcastle to Sydney and then back to Brisbane. So it's been a while, and I'm really looking forward to being up in the air again. Okay, so I am now at Brisbane Airport, and the drive over, which is usually quite busy, particularly at nearly 6 in the morning, was empty. I don't think I've almost ever got to Brisbane Airport in less than half an hour, and today we managed to pretty much very easily. And whilst I'm outside here, it is super quiet and empty. It's almost eerie. But yeah, looking forward to checking in, getting through security and getting airside so I can enjoy the journey. I really just cannot believe how eerily quiet it is here at Brisbane Airport. I mean, 6 a.m. usually is peak business travel time. The seats where I'd be sitting in now would usually be full, but there's just no one here. My flight's not till 8 o'clock. Check-in and security combined only took about 5 minutes, and it's just amazing to see how much air travel we've lost. I can now visualize what they mean when they say that air travel is down 90+%, because until you come to an airport and travel and see all the waiting benches empty, you can't visualize what 90% less people really looks like. It's quite eerie, actually. But I also looked at the departures board before, and really up until 2 o'clock this afternoon, there's basically a dozen flights. It's unprecedented. I've never seen anything like it. Sad. I'd rather be there too. The lounge is always so nice, but I understand why it's got to be closed, so yeah, oh well. So the wonderful aircraft taking me to Bundaberg will appear just right there. VHJFB. And it's a 26-year-old Fokker 70 with Alliance Airways, and I'm really looking forward to the journey. It should be about an hour flight with Alliance, and because it's been a little while since I've been flying, I'm really, really stoked to get back up in the air again. Super fashionable pandemic PPE applied, but I'm ready to go.
Let's quickly cover off on today's route. So we depart off runway 19 right, head over the city, turn around, and then basically fly up the coast along the sunny coast through Maryborough and land in Bundaberg. Today's flight took just 37 minutes. Today's flight departed from the brand new runway at Brisbane Airport, which I was super excited to check out. That being said, because the new runway is so far from the terminal, it takes a really long time to taxi there, so I've sped up the footage so you can get a taste of what the new runway looks like. On today's flight, I got an upgrade to an exit row free of charge. The legroom on board was absolutely incredible in the exit row, and there was at least a gap of 1.5 feet between my knees and the seat in front. Whilst this meant it was incredibly spacious, it was extremely difficult to reach the tray table in front. Fortunately, because of the short length of this flight, the only thing that was provided as service was a water service, so I didn't really need the tray table anyway. Even in regular economy seats, the legroom was quite pleasant and better than many more modern aircraft. Of course, with a flight length of just 37 minutes, there wasn't much time up in the air. So basically, after the drink round was finished, the cabin crew swiftly collected up our glasses, the seatbelt sign went on, and we commenced our descent into Bundaberg. Now, the approach into Bundaberg is really rather beautiful, as you actually overfly the airport, then head out past the city and loop around before commencing final approach and landing into Bundaberg. It's one of the nicest small airport approaches I've done in a long time, so it's something that I think you should really look forward to.
gentlemen, welcome to Bundaberg. For your safety and the comfort of those around you, please remain seated until the aircraft is parked and the fasten seatbelt sign's been switched off. You may then leave the aircraft through the forward door. In the interest of your safety, please use the handrails when descending the stairs and take care when opening the overhead lockers in case your bags have moved during our flight. Before you leave, please make sure to check your seat and seat pocket for any personal items.
Alright, thanks heaps for joining me on Talking Flying. See you again next week. And that was a quick review of the Fokker 70. This thing's flying up. And that was a quick review of the Fokker 70 with Alliance Airways between Brisbane and Bundaberg.
Did you know on Talking Planning we release a brand new video every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? Make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell to make sure that you're always up to date with the latest Talking Planning content. If you aren't already, you can also follow my adventures on Twitter and Instagram, both with the handle Talking Planning.